age restriction, what it is about, and how age defines in what category the person belongs. So according to your age, in which category do you belong? Well, you think on it. Until that time, let me welcome you to another video of So, age is very important aspect of our life. Our entire world is working under different age categories. A particular age to go to school, a particular age to go to college, a particular age to get a job, and a particular age to get married. So, on the basis of our entire life of 70 to 80 years, one can define in which category the person is belonging, and that's how we easily judge others. For example, if one is belonging in his early 20s, then he must be completing his degree. If someone belonging in his late 20s, then he must be doing a job and might be married. And if the person is in his 60s, then he should be retired. But what about those who do not behave according to the category? The answer is simple. We simply say the person is mad. A man who is not having a job in his late 20s is considered as a useless person. A man who is not married even in his 30s, he is considered as less manly person. And so does our judging continues for different age categories. But wait a second. What about those who get the degree below the age of 20? Well, we appreciate that person a lot. We talk about him with everyone. We share his story with everyone. Well, that's the one thing. But what about the person having a kid below the age of 20? Well, everyone will fuck him back. When one fails to pass his driving test, even in his late 20s, we make a hell lot of fun of such kind of a person. But when a 10-year-old rides a bike or drives a car, then to that kid we might just consider to slap. We might ask the kid just to grow up and then do all this stuff. Now what is the point of all this? Coming up with all these points, you all do know about all these things. Well, in the morning when I went to running, there was a lady who was teaching her kids, a girl and a boy of around 10 to 12 years, how to drive a car. Well, looking at that, my first thought was, is the lady is mad? What she is doing? She is teaching a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old kids how to drive car. And do you know what? Those kids were driving perfectly. My initial thought was they are wrong. Well, even you guys might be thinking, yeah, they are wrong. In India, we become capable of having a license at the age of 18. And those kids were driving the car at the age of 10 and 12. But now that's the point that I want to make. Those kids were driving so perfectly that I question myself, what is this age restriction pattern that one would get the driving license only when the person is 18, that one would get married when the person is approaching a certain age, that a person will get a job when he is in his particular age, and so on. Those kids who were driving the car perfectly were telling indirectly that we guys do not belong in that category. We do not belong in that age restriction pattern. That age restriction pattern started to look like a robotic thing, a pattern that might be for the robotic world, where the robots work according to a particular pattern. We are behaving according to a defined age. If we are in 20s, then we need to do a particular thing. If we are belonging in our 30s, then we need to do certain things, and so on. That's how we are living our life. And by thinking on it, I feel that this age restriction pattern has taken away so much of possibilities from us that we could have done. Naturally, there are so many things that we want to do. We want to enjoy life in so many dimensions, but the age restriction pattern has taken all of us in such a grab that we are not able to get out of it. The practicality of the world to live and manage this practical world that we have created all around us has taken away our natural approach towards the existence, towards the life. Just think about it. There are so many things that you wanted to do, but because you were not belonging in that particular age category, you were not able to do. Parents might be angry, your teachers might be angry, your colleagues might be angry because you are not belonging in that age category. So unless and until you belong in that category, how you can do that? And if you are doing, you are a fool. You are making a fool of yourself. We are living robots. The only difference is that we are with the flesh and the bones. That's it. Today, I leave you with this question, that are you living your life with the natural approach towards the existence, or are you living according to a pattern that has been created by this society, by this so-called practical world, which is asking us to be practical? Well, think about it. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like the information, New videos are uploaded on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Thank you for watching. This is Swapnil from